What's up, YouTube? It's Joel here. We've got economic news that affects you. There have been over 130 million stimulus checks that have been sent out to Americans, but that doesn't mean that every American has received their stimulus check. If you didn't receive yours, I've got the instructions on what you need to do to make sure that it gets deposited in your account. Also, for those Social Security recipients and all those federal beneficiaries, you should see the direct deposit stimulus hit your account on April the 7th, but there's more important info that you need to be aware of to make sure that you're ready and you get your money. Also, there's an update on the child tax credit for 2021. I have a chart to show you and explain the qualifications and amounts that you'll be receiving and what you need to do to make sure that you qualify. Also, if you've been receiving unemployment, we have the date of when you can start seeing those extra tax refunds hit your account from that new $10,200 tax break that was passed in the last stimulus bill. And concerning those debt collectors, we're able to get many American stimulus checks, but there are some states that are doing something about it. So we're going to give you the info on what you can do to make sure that you get your stimulus. And I've got something special to show you towards the end of this video, so stay tuned. You're going to love it. It's going to show you that it's easy getting and making some quick cash. With all this great info coming in, why don't you smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm? It really helps the channel to grow a lot and to get these videos out there for more people to see and really help the channel. So let's get right into it. Concerning those 130 million plus stimulus checks that have been sent out to Americans, if you have not received your stimulus check yet, then here's what the IRS says that you need to do. Because remember, it's your money that they allotted for us to make sure that we got to get that money in our bank accounts. The IRS has said you shouldn't worry about the missing payments, talking about those stimulus checks, unless when you go to the Get My Payment tool, shows that the payment was sent by direct deposit and it's been more than 5 days after the payment date was noted on that Get My Payment tool. So if you haven't received it, remember, check and see what date it is that it says for yours to be deposited. And if it's been more than 5 days, go and do what I'm about to tell you now. What you can do is go down in the description. I have a link, and that link's gonna take you to a web page. It's gonna show you how to do a trace with the IRS to make sure that you get your stimulus. And what this trace is gonna do is it's going to allow you to contact the IRS and make sure that they put priority on focusing on your stimulus and why you didn't receive it, to make sure that you get yours ASAP. Now for our friends on Social Security. The IRS and the Treasury Department both have said that they've finally given that payment date, which is April the 7th, which is when everybody should be receiving through direct deposit their stimulus check. The reason they said that it was delayed was because that the Social Security Administration did not have the most recent tax returns on file with the IRS, or those that don't, that use the non-filers tool. So that's what took so long of them getting all the information sent over to the IRS. But in terms of the speed and actually getting it to them, that's where they were a little delayed. But the biggest concern was that the SSI, Ssi-Ssdi, Railroad, and VA recipients were the last to receive their stimulus. Now remember, if you feel that you didn't get the right amount of stimulus when you file your taxes next year, there will be the same process as it was this year with the thing called the Recovery Rebate Credit. So you will either pay less taxes next year or get a larger refund, but they're gonna make sure that whenever you do that you get all the stimulus that was owed to you. So now on to the updates on the child tax credits for 2021. With the new portal that is being created for families to go in and set up an account for receiving their funds based upon how many children are in the household. This is very important. You have to have filed a 2021 tax return in order to qualify for this credit. So even if you normally don't file taxes, please go and file taxes. You don't have to have any income coming in, but just make sure that you do a tax return to make sure that you're one of the ones that gets the funds if you have children dependents. Now, these payments are set to go out in July, and families will have the option either to receive their payments monthly or as a one-time payout. Now, if you have a child after the initial payments are being sent out. This is where you will register online via the portal and input your info for your new baby so you can receive those additional funds. Now, when it comes to the portal, we will bring that to the channel because I'm actually having a little girl. And I'm gonna have to set up and go through the entire process, which I'm gonna show you on this channel. So, income qualifications are as followed. For single filers, the max that you can make to receive the full amount of that stimulus for your children is $75,000. For head of household filers, the max that you can make to receive full amount is $112,500. For married couples filing jointly, the max that you can make to receive the full amount for your children in terms of this new tax credit is $150,000. Now, children under the age of 5 and under will be receiving $3,600 per child. Children ages 6 and 17 will be receiving $3,000 per child. And any dependents above those ages are still going to be receiving the same $500. Expect for some help to be coming concerning those kids to start coming in July. Now on to the unemployment tax break and when you can expect for it to hit your account. The IRS has said that the first refunds will start hitting accounts the week of May the 3rd. That those who have been receiving unemployment can expect to receive their funds from the $10,200 tax break that was passed in the $1.9 trillion American Rescue Act. Now, this will automatically be calculated and sent out so you don't have to do anything to receive that additional refund. The IRS has advised taxpayers not to file an amended return for this unemployment tax break. This will be issued out automatically. Now, depending on if you filed your tax return or not for 2021, you may see the unemployment tax refund bundled with your normal refund check if you haven't filed your tax refund for 2021. So for them old debt collectors, Congress did not protect stimulus checks from private debt collectors. The law protects the stimulus payments from garnishments for other outstanding federal debts like student loans or tax debt. The IRS did actually agree to use its discretion when considering offsetting those stimulus credits. Hopefully for your situation, there are things being considered so that you can get your full stimulus check. There's your stimulus economic news update. These stimulus checks were great, but don't forget, we're going to build our own wealth on this channel. And if you want to start investing and building some wealth, start by getting 2 free stocks with Webull, or if you prefer Robinhood. Here are the 2 free stocks that I got. One from Apple and one from Johnson & Johnson. And you can see that both of these stocks are over $100 a piece. And this could be the same situation for you. And this is free money. You can either take these stocks and sell them and get you that money, or you can let them grow and make more money for you, but it all starts here, and that's how you build wealth. Getting into investing and then letting those things grow for down the road so that one day you can have financial freedom. And remember, those links are down in the description. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay up to date on all stimulus and economic news that affects you and learn how to build some wealth. This is Joel, True Life Investing. Until next time, peace out.